Hello and welcome to another episode of Professor Arwen's Backyard Science. Today, as you can see, we are not in the backyard, we're not in the garden today. Today we're in the house. And the reason for that is because we want to be somewhere where it's a little bit quieter, not too windy, where it's a little bit warmer, because we're going to introduce you to a creature. Okay, the study of animals is called?
Biology.
Biology, that's correct. So, Arwen, you have got a pet, haven't you? What sort of animal is your pet?
Tortoise.
A tortoise. And what's his name?
Shackleton.
His name's Shackleton, okay. And now Shackleton is a Horsfeild tortoise. And he's named after a guy called Thomas Horsfeild, who first basically discovered them and described them. And do you know how old he is?
No.
He is 9 years old.
Yes.
But he could live to be around 100. Tortoises live for a very long time because they do things quite slowly. And not only do they do things slowly, they also hibernate in the winter, which means they go to sleep for a long time. So we're going to take a look at the different parts of a tortoise now. And there are some very obvious parts that we all know the names for, but there are also some parts that you won't know the names for, and some parts that maybe you don't know the name for. So first of all, what's this little thing you're touching here? What's this?
His leg.
That's his leg, that's right. And how many legs has he got?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
He's got 4 legs, hasn't he? And he's got a tail. Can we see his tail?
That is his bum.
That's his bum, yeah, that's right. His tail, that's his bum. Right, let's put him back there, nice and gentle. Right, and where's his head?
There.
There's his head there. And what does he do if he gets scared?
He puts his head in.
He pokes it in, doesn't he? And does he poke his legs in as well? So he tucks himself all inside. What does he tuck himself inside? What's this?
A shell.
His shell. The special name for his shell is a carapace. This is called the carapace. And do you know what it's called underneath here? If we turn him over, do you know what this button bit's called here?
No.
That's called his plaston. Do you know what these are called? These bits. Do you know what they are? Now in some animals we would call them scales. But with a tortoise we call them scutes. And he's got little tiny ones, some little tiny ones. Look there, he's tucking his head in. He's got some little tiny ones on his head, and he's got some really big ones on his shell, and some even bigger ones on his belly. So we've got the carapace, we've got the plaston, he's got scutes, he's got a little head here, and what's he got? What's he got on his face? What does he have that you've got? He's got eyes, he's got a little nose, his little nose is right on the end. He's got ears, but you can't see his ears. What else has he got on his face? He's got a beak, hasn't he? He has a beak rather than a mouth. It is a mouth, but it's called a beak like a bird. And what's he got on his feet?
Claws.
He's got claws. We can't feed him just anything, can we?
Look.
What's Shackleton's favourite food?
Dandelion.
Shackleton's favourite food is dandelions, but we can't give him dandelions all the time, can we? Because they would make him sick. We can give him sow thistle, cat's ear, plantain, bristly ox tongue, bindweed, geraniums, petunias, pansies, antirrhinums, all sorts of things. But some things he can have lots of, and other things he can only have a few of. What do we have to put on his food?
This.
And this is calcium carbonate, isn't it? And do you know why we have to give him calcium carbonate? His shell is made of a lot of calcium, so we have to give him calcium carbonate. And we've also got this other supplement here, which is called Nutribal. And this has got multivitamins in it. Who else has vitamins in the morning? You do, don't you? So we have to give you vitamins, and we have to give him vitamins. What else do we do with him in the morning? We put him in a
bath.
We give him a bath, don't we? That's right, he has a bath every day before he has his breakfast. He lives outside now, doesn't he? We've got a table for him here, haven't we? And what have we got hanging over the table? A light, yeah, because he needs lots of sunlight, he needs lots of UV, and he needs lots of heat. So we have to give him heat because he's considered cold-blooded. We can produce our own heat from the food we eat, but he can't. And we have to give him lots of UV because he comes from a country, Iran, Iraq, around that area. It's called a Russian tortoise. Comes from a country where they get a lot of sunlight in the summer. We also have to take him to the vets once a year to trim his little claws and to trim his beak to make sure they don't get too long. Because in the wild they would eat things that would grind that down, but domestically they don't necessarily get that opportunity. So what we try and do is we try and make Shackleton's life here with us as close to what it would be in the wild as possible. And by doing that, that means he will have a long and healthy life, and he'll be happy.
Thank you for watching. Please like our videos. Please subscribe to my channel.
Goodbye from Professor Arwen and Lab Tech Daddy.
I already said bye.